What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And before we get into today's video, I just want to say if you're a fan of those legends of the game, I would definitely recommend subscribing to the channel because that's all I focus on. Also, guys, if this is content that you enjoy, I would greatly appreciate it if you would posterize that like button. That would definitely help me out with the YouTube algorithm. And with that being said, guys, let's get right into today's video. So guys, today we're doing another request build for Ron Harper, and I'm actually excited about this because Ron Harper was a very, very good player, and a lot of people probably have no idea unless you watched him throughout his career. But a lot of people, they just have no idea how good this guy is because they remember him with the Bulls and the Lakers, and they just totally have no idea how good he was when he played for the Cavs or for the Clippers. But I mean, when he was playing for the Cavs and the Clippers before he started getting injured, the guy was putting up like 20 points a night. He was a good rebounder, a good defender, and he was pretty good at facilitating. He could do a little bit of everything. And the funny thing is, guys, Ron Harper may have been the very first guy that was the next Jordan. A lot of people, were saying early on that this guy could be the next Michael Jordan, and well, I mean, injuries kind of prevented that from happening. I don't know if Harper had that ceiling anyway, but he was certainly a really, really good player, and that, it's not taking anything away from him, saying that because, let's face it, guys, there's very few people that have that kind of ceiling, right? But he was a really, really good player, guys. He was a really good defender, and I don't feel like he gets the recognition that he deserves. And a lot of people just have no idea how good this guy actually was. But let's get right into this build. So guys, I mean, there's a couple different ways that you could do this. Me personally, I feel like because we're going to be 6'6", or, we're wanting a long wingspan, I feel like the Hall of Fame shooting and the Hall of Fame defense is the way to go. Because we do want that mid-range shot. We do want to be able to shoot from the three some. And you're still going to have that finishing ability around the basket, the driving layup, driving dunk, things like that. So, that's not going to affect this at all. So let's go ahead. Let's get right into this. Okay. We'll just get into this now. For the pie chart, guys, just like always, anytime that I'm doing a build that has shooting in it, I'm going with the speed pie chart simply because, well, as we know, shooting just kind of destroys your speed, right? It just kills it. So what I'm doing here, guys, is for finishing, we're going to go close shot, maxed out, driving layup, and driving dunk maxed out. And then our standing dunk, we're going to put that up just one, just to get that second finishing badge, okay? And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to max out our mid-range shot, our three-point shot, our free throw. And then again, we're just going to take this up just one tick, just to get that 17th shooting badge. And then we're going to take up our pass accuracy and our ball handle. And what I ended up taking this up to was, I think it was 44 to get 12. Now, if you just wanted to do like 40 to get the 12, you could. I just put the 44 there because that's just what we had left over. I'm going to go ahead and max out perimeter defense, lateral quickness, steal, and then our defensive rebounding and our offensive rebounding, and that should max us out. Now, if you wanted to take these four and, put them, somewhere else, I mean, you could. I don't really think you gain anything by putting them anywhere else. That's why I just put them here. Just because, you don't really gain anything by putting anything else here or here. So, from that standpoint, it just didn't make sense. I just put it on post control. For the body shape, guys, it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to go defined. Of course, we're going to be 6'6", 185. And we're going to max out that wingspan. That'll help us out with the finishing around the basket and as well as our defense. So, and that's what we definitely want, right? Now, guys, for this, I mean, you could go one of two ways, okay? If you're wanting to balance out that offensive and defensive, play, I would definitely say go slasher. But I will tell you guys, I played this build both ways. And to me, it just, when you put on this lockdown defender on this, it just, it's such a really, really strong defender. I mean, it's just so hard for anybody to get around you, for anyone to score on you, things like that. So that's just, that's what I'm going to go with. And you have built a perimeter lockdown with shades of, I kind of like the Gary Trent Jr. shades of. I don't know. I kind of like that. I don't know why. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that they were the same players, but I don't know. I like that. Um, Clay Thompson is another good one. I think that's solid. And I know a lot of you, like I said, that may not have seen Harper play. You're like, Clay Thompson, man, that guy could put up buckets. But man, I'm telling you, if you've never saw Ron Harper play when he played with the Cavs and the Clippers, go watch him. The guy, I mean, he could score with the best of them, right? Like I said, he was being compared to Jordan. He may have been. I'm pretty sure he was like the first guy that, because he was drafted, I think, in like 88, 86. I think it was 86 maybe. And I think he was the 8th pick, and that's where that other 8's coming from. But anyway, yeah, I think he was the first guy that was compared to Jordan, and was the next Jordan. So yeah, you know, he was just a really, really good player, guys. And I don't know why I did the edit build again. My apologies. It's just, yeah, that happens. I mean, I get to, I'm talking to you guys, I'm explaining something, and then I'm really not paying attention to what I'm doing on the screen somewhat. So, we'll go and we'll look at our badges. And, so for the finishing, guys, look, I mean, for me personally, the ones that I would do is I would do posterizer. And of course, I would do fearless finisher. I feel like that's the two that you want on this one. Now for shooting, I would do hot zone hunter, of course, limitless spot up. Um, and then the next ones. I mean, it's really depending on you, right, and how you play the game, right. Me personally, guys, I feel like I want catch and shoot. I want dead eye, blinders. Actually, we'll put dead eye on Hall of Fame. I really like the way that played when I was playing with it that way. So, and then you've got these 12 playmaking badges, guys. So again, it's going to be depending on how you play the game, right? So if you want to be able to break down your defender, you'd want to go space creator, quick first step, and then either quick chain, tight handles, triple threat, something like that. Now, if you want to be more of a facilitator, you could leave these 3 on there and just do bullet passer or needle threader, something like that. Okay. And the way that I like playing with this build, guys, is I liked having these 3, but I also liked having a bullet passer on there, simply because when I was able to get around defenders and things, I liked having that ability to be able to kick out, and it felt like bullet passer really helped in doing that. So, and then for our 20 defensive badges, guys, of course, we're going to go clamps, right? You could do chase down artist. I feel like interceptor's a good one. Intimidator's a good one. You definitely want to go pickpocket, right? I feel like rebound chaser just on bronze is good. Simply because, it helps you get those rebounds. And like I said, Harper was a pretty good rebounder. And then for the last 2 guys, you could really do whichever you prefer. I feel like Pig Dodger would be one that I would want on this build, because as a guard, you may see a lot of those picks and things, and that'll help you get around those. And then, for the last one, guys, I mean, I like Hustler. I don't know. I just do. It feels like when you put Hustler on there, like if there's a loose ball or something, your guy just goes after it harder than he would otherwise. So, it just may be the way that I feel about it, but I don't know. It seems to me that that's how that happens. But yeah, there you have it, guys. I really feel like this is a really, really good Ron Harper build. And if you're someone, I mean, you like to play with those perimeter lockdowns, but you still want to have a little bit of scoring and the ability to help your team offensively, this is definitely the build for you guys, because you're still able to shoot. You're still able to finish around the basket. You're going to be a decent facilitator for your team if you play the point guard position, and you're still going to be a beast on defense. So It's a really fun build to play with, guys. And to me, it feels like a Ron Harper build. And if you, like I said, guys, if you've never seen Harper play, go watch his games when he played with the Cavs and the Clippers. I'm telling you, the guy was amazing. But with that being said, guys, if you liked today's video, I would greatly appreciate it if you'd posterize that like button. And if this is content that you enjoy, guys, I would recommend subscribing to the channel. That's all I focus on is those legends of the game. And with that being said, have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are. Have a good one.